Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy Monday to each and every one of you. Holy moly, what's going on with the market right now? But listen, I don't know. It's crazy. It's just doing what it does, family. I'm excited because I think this is the greatest opportunity in the history of opportunities. I mean, we're early to probably the greatest and the largest trade in history of all trades, and we're here early to it. That's exciting. Listen, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses, well, they don't even know is being played. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? Listen, I'm excited for you. I'm really, really excited for again. Happy Monday to each and every one of you. I mean, how blessed are we to be early adopters in this new asset class that is a digital asset space? How blessed are we? I know Bitcoin's 57 and the other next, what, last night sometime it was 54. I know, I get it. The sideways range and movement is crazy. It's madness. We're all waiting for the wind moon thing, and we're learning more and more and more about what this asset class is really about, which is building a portfolio of compounding assets. Yeah, I was on Real Vision yesterday, checking it out. I got to tell you, you I got to tell you, I mean, there's places to join and then there's places to join. Yeah, I don't know. You can listen to uh, massively successful multimillionaires who establish wealth and manage billions, or you can listen to YouTubers. I don't know. But I tell you what, realvision.com is a great place to start to kind of get around those who understand how to earn and make millions and keep those millions. I got to tell you, real excited about what they got going on over there. Jay Corn is in the building. What's going on, bro? How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. So listen, we're going to go over some stuff real quick. I wanted to do an early morning live stream before I get to the gym this morning. I don't know what's going on. Hurricane Burrow. I mean, it's close, it's near, it's around. We're kind of feeling some of it. Hopefully, our guy shouts some prayers for Darren Moore. He said this town is going to get hit directly um, by that hurricane. So let's keep Darren in our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully he is safe. I didn't reach out to him, but I will later today. Make sure everything's good for sure. Good morning to each and every one of you. So listen, we're going to go over the numbers. We're going to go over the market. We're going to get into some interesting stuff on Crypto X. Got a young lady sharing some stuff about the banking system, and she's like 12. And she completely and totally gets it. How crazy is that? Yeah. So I got some rewards for being a participant, a valued participant in the Jupiter Exchange ecosystem. 4 different assets, which is pretty nice. I didn't claim them yet, but I do have them there. Shows it there. That's pretty cool to be valued as an asset holder, to have your to have that be valued is awesome. FLR has a nice economy, as well as I like to say, the Flare Networks has a nice economy. It's good to be valued as a digital asset holder, um, for sure, and that's important. Right now, the XRP holders don't get to vote. There's no governance. It's not a lot of great stuff. Just waiting around for one moon, not great. So yeah, it's kind of good that it's great that we have a whole ecosystem that we can participate in and take that dirty, nasty fiat and then, be valued for being a holder of an asset where you can vote, you can help to send a direction as part of governance of that particular blockchain. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. Definitely do like that for sure. So let's go over the numbers. I don't know if you guys know it, but Bitcoin did get down to 54,000 last night. It did get down to 54. We're gonna check out CoinGecko. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That'd be super, super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. And again, if you're hanging out, listening to and watching the crypto season, you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. We've got about 50% of people who are listening and watching haven't subscribed. If you have been enjoying those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, CoinGecko is saying that Bitcoin currently is $56,244. The total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.17 trillion, 17 trillion, and the Bitcoin dominance is at 50%. Bitcoin, again, 56,000 roughly, and $244. It's down 19% on the 30-day. Ethereum is under 3,000 still, 2,991 to be exact. It's down 19% on the 30-day. Solana is at $138, down 13.7% on the 30-day. XRP is at 43 cents. It's down 12% on the 30-day. Ton coin, the open network coin, which is Telegram's deal, finally, it's in the red. Like, it's finally cooling off. Crazy. But that's the market. There it is, fam. I mean, it's just doing what it does. Anybody know about Caspa? Let me know. KAS. Let me know in the comments if you know about Caspa, whether watching live or in the comments of the replay. Let me know, please. Interesting that Marathon, one of the largest Bitcoin mining in the world, is actually mining this Caspa. I find that to be fascinating. But on a 30-day, look at the Reds family. I mean, just some Reds, above 25% or so. Those are good prices for potential entries, I think. I think 25% or more on the 30 days, potential entries. Then there's the Not Coin. Not Coin is actually on Telegram, which is interesting. And it seems to be doing pretty well as well. So there it is there. Heard a knocking or something. Knocking. There it is, fam. The market, again, is just doing what it does. You know what I mean? It's just doing what it does. Just a Jupiter thing there. And I tell you guys, I only recently joined, so I only got a chance to vote on 2 out of the 9. But you can see there, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5 different assets. 5 different assets. Just for being a participant, an active participant. And I think that is super, super dope. Crypto Mom shared this. Germans played a good chess game with your minds, and folks packed up and left crypto. Not everyone is meant to make it. Only the strong shall survive. Update: German government BTC movements. Apparently, they bought back. German government wallets received 1,915 Bitcoin, 111 million last night, back from addresses linked to Kraken, Bitstamp, and Coinbase. So they did a little hoodwink, if you will, sold and then rebought back in to the market. This is an interesting thing here from Blockletter about El Salvador. This President Nayib Bukele is not playing around. Like, who can argue with the success that they've had with ridding themselves of the massive gain from going from the most unsafe country to the safest country in a matter of years? What, they're taking 3 years, maybe 4, is phenomenal. Made Bitcoin legal tender. Interesting moves that they are doing. Very, very interesting. President Bukele is pushing for a revolutionary Bitcoin bank proposal. If approved, the world, this could reshape investment banking as we know it. Here's what you need to know. In a bold move to solidify its position as a global Bitcoin pioneer, El Salvador is proposing the creation of private investment banks. These banks would offer services in both US dollars and Bitcoin with fewer restrictions. Ambassador Melina Mayorga announced a plan on June 14th. We propose a bank for private investment to diversify financing options for investors in dollars and Bitcoin. This is a key part of Bukele's broader economic strategy. Kathy Woods predicted that El Salvador's GDP could increase tenfold in 5 years. Nice. One major benefit of the BPI is fewer restrictions compared to traditional banks. According to El Mundo, the BPI won't face the same stringent laws, such as restrictions on engaging with overseas banks or finance companies linked to their shareholders. It's really, really smart. The proposal also eliminates loan restrictions, allowing greater freedom in financial operations. Investment banks won't be limited by prohibitions on granting credit or assuming risk exceeding 25% of their asset fund. To establish a BPI, there must be a minimum share capital of 50 million and at least 2 shareholders who can be foreigners, right? Very, very smart. What they're doing is they're tapping into the US capital markets for those people who are into crypto and digital assets. This is clearly what they're doing, because they recognize that kind of stuff is not happening in the US. The US is doing the exact opposite. The proposed banks can operate in any legal tender, including the US dollar and Bitcoin. They may also seek approval to become digital asset and Bitcoin service providers, positioning El Salvador as a crypto hub. Just smart. Absolutely smart. And by the way, this dude ain't playing around. He will, if you start trying to get sneaky and you begin to get corrupt, you're going to jail in El Salvador. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. So shout out to them. Shout out to and people are moving back to El Salvador. People from the West are moving to El Salvador. You know, all the El Salvadorans that left, they're coming back. It's very, 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 very interesting. Let me share something from a young lady who called out the banking system in Canada. It's pretty heavy. Concerned Citizen put this out. The banks and the government have colluded to financially enslave the people of Canada, and that's going on everywhere. Brilliant 12-year-old girl exposes the banking scam in language a 12-year-old can't understand. Apply same logic to every central bank-backed country. This is what they say in thegreattaking.com as well. Thegreattaking.com. Download that free PDF. Read the prologue. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It will change your life. 12 years old. All right. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to this young lady. Wow. 12 years old. All right. Take a listen.
Have you ever wondered why Canada is in debt? Have you ever wondered why the government forces Canadians to pay so many taxes? Have you ever wondered why the bankers from the largest private banks are becoming wealthier and the rest of us are not? What I have discovered is the banks and the government have colluded to financially enslave the people of Canada. The government borrows money from the private banks. They then lend the debt-based money to Canada with compounded interest. The government then continues to increase taxation of Canadians year after year in order to pay back the interest on the exponentially growing national debt. What results is inflation. The government gave the banks the ability to loan out money that doesn't exist in the form of loans. They click a key on a computer and generate the fake money out of thin air. They don't actually have it in their bank vaults. Presently, the banks only have $4 billion on reserve, but they have loaned out over $1.5 trillion. Their freedom, and they need to be stopped. Said the following, and I hope that all of you remember this. Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has.
It's a future leader right there. That is a future leader right there for sure. By the way, I have a video of a testimonial I guess it was a prosecutor, a lawyer with someone from the banking financial system who essentially acknowledged that when you take a loan at a bank, you're actually borrowing your own money and you're paying interest to the bank on that money. They're using your money, but you're really only borrowing your money. It's an alarming video. Let me know in the comments if you want to listen to that video and I will find it. But it is very massively disturbing to hear this testimony in court. In court. It is massively, alarmingly disturbing. What's going on, Hydro? Hydro checked in. Payment XRP is in the building. What's good? What's good, my guy? Here and accounted for 100. Appreciate you checking in this morning. Keyless is in the building. The lady of crypto is here. How are you this morning? Pookie. The Blue Wrenchers are here. What up, Siege? How are you, bro? Life is good right now. Yes, please. Keyless, you mean you want to listen to that video? I have to see if I can find that in my archives. It is massively disturbing. Like like that young lady just said, never discount what a small group of people can do to make change. Be careful of the YouTubers that you listen to that say that a thing can't happen because they'll bring out their guns before they let that happen. Never listen to anyone who suggests that a small group of people can make a difference, a significant difference. Those warning you of what they might do with big guns and stuff don't understand. They completely don't understand. And they probably have never served their country. They probably have never served their country to say something like that. Let's see. Let's see if I can't find that for you, Keyless, and my long list of things here. That's not it. What happened to those FBI Fed, FBI slant Fed, slant FBI? I don't know. They apparently got into some fights with some folks. Whoa. Yeah, apparently got into some fights. It was kind of crazy. Let's see if I can't find it. Hold on. I have it here. Hold on. Let me see. I should have put that in a separate thing. I didn't. Oh man, this thing is going way back. Representative Thomas Massey is an interesting character, by the way, from Kentucky, congressman from Kentucky. He did an interview not only with Carlson Tucker, but he also did one with Safadine Amos, the Bitcoin Standard guy. Let's see if I can't find it. If not, I'll have to dig it up another time. Oh man, this thing's going way crazy. Hold on. I'm going to look one more place and then I'll have to find it and do it in another video. DexFi.pro is making some moves, fam. I told you guys about them. apparently they're using hooks to kind of take their platform to the next level with that lending and borrowing, which I'm excited about that. Okay. Give me one more minute, see if I can find it. I can't believe I have so much crap saved. So much good stuff saved. This is important. It's worth, without question, the wait. If I can find it. It's alarming when you hear it. You're like, no way is that. But yeah, that's what's really going on. This is what I get for saving so much stuff. But rant. No, that's not it. Oh man. It's golly, this thing is buried. User funds across Ethereum, Banana Zone. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. I've had it right around the. Ugh. Was that really Senator Schumer kissing like freaking young girls? Was that really him in that photo? I had it saved. And wait a minute, is this it? No. No, I can't find it right now. I have to figure out a way to search it on Twitter. If it was because some people know how to search stuff on Twitter, I don't. Yeah, I saved it, but I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is right there. Holy smoke. I was just ready to give up on it. They were watching me the whole time. Going through it. Oh, is your good luck? Is your good luck? Yeah, Miss Crypto C's one challenge. It was her good luck. It was her questioning, her good luck questioning that the video appeared right after. So here it is right here, fam. I mean, look, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's just take a listen. Make sure you come to your own conclusion. It says, yep, banks access your own money, which you didn't know existed for you in a hidden account since your birth. Oh, yeah, I know about that whole thing. That's another story unto itself. Lend it to you and charge you interest and demand that you also pay back the principal. So the whole thing about this hidden account thing, that has something to do with, the country not really being states of America. It's like actually like a national republic or some crap like that. And everyone technically has an account with pre-established money in it. I don't know. I do know that you have to go to the court to even begin to kind of make that fight or argument, and it is arduous to do. But anyway, let's take a listen. It says here, banks loan you your own money and also charge your interest. All right. All right. This is a back and forth in the court, apparently. Ready?
The money then returned back to the
your own money
loan,
and also charge you
when
interest.
The bank never came up with any of its own money to obtain the promissory note. Am I hearing this right? I give you the equivalent of $200,000. You return the funds back to me, and I have to repay you $200,000 plus interest. Do you think I'm stupid?
All the banks are doing this. Congress allows this.
Does Congress allow the banks to breach written agreements, use false and misleading advertising, act without written permission, authorization, and without the alleged borrower's knowledge to transfer actual cash value from the alleged borrower to the bank and then return it back as a loan?
But the borrower got a check in the house.
Is it true the actual cash value that was used to fund the bank loan check came directly from the borrower and that the bank received the funds from the alleged borrower for free?
This is true.
Is it the bank's policy to transfer actual cash value from the alleged borrower to the bank and then keep the funds as the bank's property, which they then loan out as bank loans as if they actually owned it and loaned their own money?
Yes.
Was it the bank's intent to receive actual cash value from the borrower and return the value of the funds back to the borrower as a loan?
Yes.
Do you believe that it was the borrower's intent to fund his own bank loan check?
I was not there at the time, and I cannot know what went through the borrower's mind.
So if a lender loaned a borrower $10,000 and the borrower refused to repay the money, do you believe the lender is damaged?
If a loan is not repaid, the lender is damaged.
So is it the bank policy to take actual cash value from the borrower, use it to fund the bank loan check, and never return the actual cash value to the borrower?
The bank returns the funds.
Was the actual cash value the bank received from the alleged borrower returned as a return of the money the bank took, or was it returned as a bank loan to the borrower?
As a loan.
So how did the bank get the borrower's money for free?
That's how it works.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Yeah, look, I don't know what this is, but it's an interesting thing to think about nonetheless. We just listened to the young lady from Canada, right? Coming at it from a different view, right? Probably never saw this, but you know, they've loaned out 1.8 trillion and they only have 4.8 billion. They've loaned out 1.8 trillion and they only have 4.8 billion. It's kind of exactly what this people from a different video from a different time. I don't know if this is feels like a more like a deposition of a person who maybe was a whistleblower, maybe, I don't know, but this is what it felt like. And all the other stuff, all that video stuff is just video stuff edited into some deposition. That's what it feels like to me. But in either case, we all know this to be true, factual. It makes me think about the Bitcoin book that I just read. What is it called? Not the Bitcoin Standard, the other Bitcoin book I read. What was the name of the other Bitcoin book I read? Goodness gracious. Promise of Tomorrow. Yes. Miss Crypto Seizures over here helping me with some stuff. She's like, tell him I helped you again. Tell him I helped you again. 2 for 2. Yeah. Interesting, right? Is this real siege? With AI now, I'm always reluctant to believe any audio and sometimes even videos. It's the promise of tomorrow. The Promise of Tomorrow. I forget the author's name, but he is a big time Bitcoin company person. It's The Promise of Tomorrow. Can you grab that book for me on my side? The Promise of Tomorrow. I think it's there. Winston P. Prescott's in the building. How are you? What up, Siege? Interesting title, but what will it do for us? Exactly. I'm going to get into that. Yeah, I'm going to cover that as well because it's great for Ripple. But again, this channel is about the XRP holder. Why? It's not there? Okay. So look on the books that are lying on top of books horizontally on the right side, middle. It might be in there. Yeah, the price of tomorrow. That's three things. It's three for three. Thank you. Yeah, The Price of Tomorrow by Jeff Booth. Great book for sure. But he talked about, he did something and he realized that he exposed the problem and the challenges with the government central banks, but he was still participating in the challenge. In other words, he was still in the fiat system. He was still in the dollar system. And although he was complaining about it, he was still in it. And he decided it, and he was on these different boards of traditional financial companies. And he decided that he was no longer going to do that. So he got off those boards and he started his own Bitcoin stuff. And so all this money and all this stuff was all Bitcoin related because he didn't want to be in the fiat system and complaining about it. He wanted to be in the Bitcoin system and helping to advance it. It's kind of similar to the banking situation. It's very, very similar to that. Very, very similar to that. That's why I'm excited about the whole El Salvador thing and what they're looking to do, because it's a way for people to kind of get out of the system that has failed us, right? We didn't fail. We didn't fail. The system failed us, right? The 1913 thing with the Federal Reserve Act and making the central banks become the most powerful thing ahead of and above government. The central banks became bigger than government. Yeah. So, yeah, that's correct. Keyless, that's correct. She said that's related to those people that send bills saying they've paid it back to utility companies. I think they've heard about this, but not on this level. Yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. So that's cool, JA. I'll still be here, bro. So the thing that's important to understand is we have a choice to stay where we are or move to the new financial system. And thank God we have a choice to do it. But it's an interesting point. And so these banks in El Salvador, I think, are going to be very interesting. Who they open it up to, I think, is going to be very, very interesting, for sure. And once we get that, we begin to have more and more access to the new financial system. It's going to be powerful. I was just listening to a video. The guy is the Prince of Serbia. Prince of Serbia. Interesting. Talking about Bitcoin. Very, very interesting. More and more people I come across in their level of success, measure of success, and what they truly kind of see is they see below the technology. They see underneath it. And that's important to kind of get. So it's the promise of tomorrow. What's going on, Michael Marchese? How are you? How are you, my friend? Appreciate you checking in. So listen, that's kind of the deal there for sure. I wanted to share the video. I had to ad lib a little bit because I just thought about that video, Kilos, and I wanted to share that because when you think about what the young lady from Canada is saying, it falls right in line with that little video was that I just shared you about borrowing your own money and all that kind of stuff. Right? Scary stuff. It really, really is scary stuff. Michael Marchese says sweating in the Carolina humidity. Ugh. Worst, the worst ever. The worst ever Carolina humidity. I used to hang out down in Myrtle Beach quite often. I would go down there at least once a year back in the day. Brutal, brutal, my friend. So Crypto Eddie shared something I'm going to share with you guys. I thought this was really, really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. She found this job opening that Ripple has, Winston. It's interesting. And again, this channel is about XRP holders, digital asset holders, because I've discovered that the vast, vast majority of XRP holders, especially, they're not shareholders. I would say 97% are not shareholders of Ripple. So there's a lot of great things going on for Ripple shareholders. But again, the asset XRP holders is quite a different story. Crypto already put this out. She said the company Ripple is setting out to, quote, build and oversee the largest digital asset trading unit and DeFi ecosystem in crypto, unquote. She says, how? Develop infrastructure for digital and fiat assets, including derivatives, lending and on-chain liquidity seeding and market making. Yassine said it right here, Winston. As Ripple shareholders, this is great. As XRP holders, the jury is still out. So here's a little write-up here, right? This is the thing here. This is the career thing that Ripple does, man. They're always looking, they're always hiring. Ripple Trading and Markets Director for location is in the UK, London. Please note this is for London, UK. You only need to apply to one location if there are multiple listed for the job. Anyway, at Ripple, we're building a world where value moves like information does today. It's big, it's bold, and we're already doing it. Through our crypto solutions for financial institutions, businesses, governments, and developers, we are improving the global financial system and creating greater economic fairness and opportunity for more people in more places around the world. And we get to do the best work of our career and grow our skills surrounded by colleagues who have our backs. Okay, it says here, the work. Ripple is growing, and we're looking for exceptional individuals to help build and oversee the largest digital asset trading unit and DeFi ecosystem in crypto. Help to build and oversee the largest digital asset trading unit and DeFi ecosystem in crypto. That is some interesting stuff. What you'll do, strategic execution, management reporting, principal investments, balance sheet optimization, risk management solutions, market expansion. Assist the team with Ripple's penetration into DeFi and stablecoins from a markets and trading perspective, navigating the complexities of a highly regulated landscape. Cross-functional leadership, interesting. Forge collaborative partnership with cross-functional teams to ensure seamless integration with Ripple's product offerings, alongside establishing the requisite legal and compliance frameworks. Interesting. Again, just like our guy Winston is saying, like Yassine saying, this could be great for the shareholders at Ripple, but what does that mean for the XRP holders? What does that mean for the XRP holders? That's the thing that I think is most important. What does that mean? Don't know. You know, we said on the channel, we'll say it again. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the streams. I appreciate you guys checking in on an early Monday morning. I usually don't do live streams this early, but I figured I do want to see what's going on. See what's going on with the fam. That's very, very interesting to me. Hydro says, I like when Crypto Eddie is bullish. Hydro, it's 34 degrees in Canada right now.
That's Celsius, probably.
Is that Celsius? Because this is month, this is July. Okay. Yeah, there's summer over there. Yep, Celsius. He said, yep, Celsius. So, I mean, that's great, Winston, right? It's great for the company. I think that's awesome. They're obviously doing some stuff, but we got to find out about what that means for the XRP holder. And in the end, that's what this channel is about. It's about the holders. It's about DeFi. It's about understanding how to create generational wealth. It's definitely about creating cash flow. You got to know how to create cash flow in this market because you're going to have some bear markets that can be hugely brutal. And if you don't know how to create cash flow during those times, it can be tough. And by the way, I hope you guys are at least on the free version of realvision.com. I mean, you know your teachers, fam. Know your teachers. Right? The way I see Real Vision right now is it's run by some hugely smart people, but more important than that, it's, you know, the head guys, the guys used to dealing in millions and tens of millions and used to managing billions, right? And great access and resources, right? And there's a free version that you'll get more than any paid version of a YouTuber's mastermind group. So, any case, definitely check that out, guys. Definitely check out worldvision.com. You know, you can get the free one. I mean, I've been with them from the beginning, but it's interesting to see how much that thing has evolved. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely. And they pay things of several hundred to one's 4,000 a year. So it's like a 700 a year, 4,000 a year. But the hangout and the group people that you get a chance to hang out with is really, really nice, for sure. And I love that he does international meetups because it kind of gives you a chance to travel and hang around some like-minded people as well. Is it good for people who don't have big bags? Is what good for people who don't have big bags, Hydro? Real Vision? Yes. If you're talking about Real Vision, absolutely. It absolutely is. So yeah, so again, I wanted to point out, if you're a holder of an asset, it's good to be appreciated, right? So for holding Jupiter Exchange, for holding Solana, what does that mean? What does it look like for you? Do you get a chance to give your feedback in the direction of governance, like if you hold FLR tokens and if you hold Songbird tokens? The XRP holders don't have that. And so you don't have to be limited, right? There's a big kind of ecosystem. And kind of go to where your assets are treated best. I always say that. Go to where your assets are treated best. Hugely important. Hugely important. So, you know, Jupiter Exchange thing, I took a bet on that. I didn't get in that ICE, whatever they did, that launch thing. I waited till the market settled, and then I got some Jupiter Exchange tokens. That's what I did. I didn't chase the game, but I did get some, and I just been rewarded for that. It got $1,000 in airdrop. $1,000. Yeah, $1,000. And I tell people all the time, what does that do? What does that do when you get $1,000 in airdrop? It promotes loyalty. Now, the product can't be crappy. Now, what if the Jupiter Exchange was crappy? That wouldn't work. It's right. It's got to be a good exchange. They got a dollar cost average strategy and like an earn strategy that's current hazy. Current hazy. It's nice, man. It's really, really nice. What does that say? Plutobolic? Onyx Protocol is looking real nice, staking at 42% right now. Is it 42%? Goodness gracious. Is it really that high? Plutobolic? Is it really? I don't know. I'm staking. Pretty sure I'm staking, but godly. I was just I think I got an Onyx coin because of CKJ. I think he did like $100 challenge. I think if I can remember correctly, and I got into it because of that. Not financial advice, not telling you guys to go buy XEN. I'm just telling you that's what I did. CKJ is really, really good for doing some deep dive researches and finding good quality projects where you can put $100 in, take the $100 challenge. And he's been nailing it. I don't know what, I mean, it's a pretty high success rate, 70, 80% success rate over CKJ. That's pretty impressive. I mean, he didn't turn me on the EGLD, but he confirmed it for me because I got turned on from it to buy Darren Moore, but CKJ confirmed it for me. Yeah, I had XCN for a while now. Are you staking Hydro? Hydro says I bought XCN 4 months ago. Guys, not financial advice. I'm just telling you. I'm just sharing what I did. That's all. I take a couple of CKJ's $100 challenges. I tune in there and I appreciate the work that he does, but so I'm going to give him a shout out because I don't know. It feels like a 70, 80% success rate, right? Like as far as wins on those $100 challenges, feels like it. Oh, 100%. I use it through the Coinbase wallet. Yeah, I got to get a new Coinbase wallet, I think, because I can't use it on my phone. It keeps I got like 3 levels of security on that thing, and it keeps saying I can't use the app with that kind of security, that I have to keep going back to Coinbase. I'm like, well, I'm not changing the security. I'm not changing the security. Anybody ever use Coinbase support? I don't know why I'm just bringing this up, but anybody ever use Coinbase support? So, Winston, you're right. I'm thinking the same thing. All I care about, bro, what is it going to do? What is this Ripple job opening going to do for the XRP holder? Time will tell. And their pivot again is going to lead to, my opinion, the pivot to do things on chain, bring their token on chain, products on chain, their customers on chain, et cetera, et cetera. That stuff's going to take a while. It's going to be a minute. You know what I mean? It's going to be a minute for sure. Again, I'm not adding any more position to XRP. Again, they're going to have to prove to me. I went and took a leap of faith. 2016, 2017, stacked up for years. Then Celsius happened, but I am no longer going to add to the position. They're going to have to prove the game with their stable coins, their tokenization thing. They're going to have to prove it to me. And then, like people think it's great to get XRP now, and nothing wrong getting XRP at $2 and $3. In my opinion, I'm not telling you guys to do it, but let it do what it's going to do. 15, 25. What is it going to be? $15 to $25, $16 to $26. Retail has access to XRP, so it's going to have a run when we do get this run, if we get one. And then it's going to have the typical, 85 to 95% drawdown. That's not changing. Oh, Hydra says, yeah, I too had to use Coinbase support. Yeah, it's fast. It works. It's definitely fast for sure. If they got a chat, that would be great too. Hydra says, I direct message Coinbase on X. Nice. I've never thought about that. They respond to you in you said direct message in the DM? Hydra? They respond to you in the direct message on X? That's really good. That's really, really good. Hydra says yes. Wow. What's going on, Alex G? What's going on, my friend? But guys, let me share this Jupiter Exchange thing here, which is interesting. Share. Look here, right? Again, can't be crappy stuff, right? Stuff's got to work. So they got trades, Solana, they got perps, they got swap, they got a limit order, dollar cost average, and a value average strategy. They hold calls, what, 2 times a week? Very active on X, very engaging community. These are the things that I look for. Jupiter V3, nice. So you can obviously the swap is, I mean, a lot of people got the swap. They got a little limit order thing here. When you want to trade, if you want to set that stuff up, you can instead of just market buying. But they got use market, they got the limit order if you want to do that and set your price, which is really, really good. But they got the DCA strategy as well. They allow you to set up a DCA strategy to buy Solana every whatever, right? You just click this thing. And obviously, you're going to have to load your wallet up in USDC. But yeah, it's right here. And it'll just do it for you. I think that's really, really cool. Like, that is really, really cool that you can do that. And you can buy whatever. You can buy Solana. You can set up a dollar cost average strategy. They got whiff on there. Someone was saying get some whiff at a little discount. And then wait for, get your little 6, 7X out, So anyway, so that's nice, right? But then they got this thing called value average. Now, this is completely new to me. Never heard of this, but it's interesting. My point to this is this is an ecosystem that is growing, evolving, innovating. And when I see this exchange, I look to what is Orchestra Finance going to, for the XRPL, what is that going to turn into? You understand? Like, a lot of people think I'm exiting the XRP community. I'm not exiting the XRP community. I'm looking at the definition of vision is seeing it before the masses see it. So when I see this with Solana, and I see how that ecosystem has surpassed the XRPL ecosystem in terms of market cap, I'm looking to see where are we going? Where is the XRP and XRPL going? So what is Orchestra Finance going to look like? What is it going to look like? Is it going to look something like this? What is Anados Finance going to look like? It's going to look like something like this. What is DexFi.pro? I'm big on DexFi.pro. For me, that's the one on the XRPL. For me, that is the one. DexFi.pro. But look at this. It says Solana value average. I mean, what the world? If you started value averaging Solana on 8/1/24 with a target increase, with a target to increase your portfolio by $2 every day, you would have spent $356 USDC, and you would have earned $25, 7.25%, with a current investment value of 382 USD. This is interesting. I have to learn more about this. This is interesting. You kind of put the numbers in, and it helps you figure it out. By the way, I'm looking into Invest Average and some of the API stuff he's got going on. It's interesting. Just on a side note. All right, so let me look here and see. What is value average? How to use Jupiter's VA. Value average is a strategy that works like dollar cost averaging. It works similar by making contributions in a consistent time period, but differs by the amount of each contribution. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. Let me do something. Hold on. All right, I had to do something real quick there. So value averaging is a strategy that works like dollar cost averaging, Keyless. It works similarly by making contributions in a consistent time period, but differs by the amount of each contribution. Value averaging focuses on equal growth of the portfolio instead of equal investments. VA, which is virtual averaging, VA features the ability to react to market volatility and price action. In short, buying more tokens when price is low and buying less tokens when price is high, which is something that Invest Answers does as well with his little API thing. All right, so it says check out this explainer page to learn more. Basic VA user flow, first navigate, connect. Interesting. You should check it out. It's an interesting thing, but my point is this is an ecosystem with developers and a community that's looking to innovate and share with the community. I like that. I like the engagement. I like the idea of innovating, trying to figure out, right? And the thing I like most is it's very retail, folks. Very retail, folks. Which velo do you have, Alex G? Alex G said I should have sold my velo at a discount shop when I was on the money. I'm under already. Legendary. Another Blue Wrench is in the building. What's going on, bro? What is going on? So, interesting. You see what I'm saying? But I share that with you guys because I became a Jupiter Exchange token holder, right? I didn't chase the game, let the game come to me. Discovered and just kind of not discovered, but kind of did my homework and plugged into the different stuff. What kind of ecosystem is this? Do they value for being a Jupiter Exchange token holder? Are they innovating? Are they just kind of hanging around, or are they merely just posting on X? You got a lot of ecosystems right now. All they do is just posting on X. And then if I hold this token, do they value me as a token holder? Am I allowed to vote? Am I allowed to stake? What happens when I vote? What happens when I stake and vote? Do they recognize and appreciate me for being a holder? These are the things that I consider to be important. And again, we don't have these things yet for XRP, but we don't know what Orchestra Finance is going to end up doing. We don't know what Anados Finance is going to end up doing. We don't know what DexFi.pro is going to end up doing. But I look to see what's possible, right? Somebody's going to shine. Somebody's going to shine and become as innovative and as retail focused as something like Jupiter Exchange, as something like the Solana ecosystem. Remember, guys, I did that video on Hive Mapper. I did the videos on Helios, a video on Helios Mobile, right? And on Devour Go. You understand? 3 ecosystems that are retail focused, but they're on Solana. That's massively important. In my opinion, it is the most important thing. Go grassroots, go reach retail. You bring them into crypto. So what? They're earning a honey token. I get it. It's honey token. You don't think eventually they're going to, what's coin market cap? What is this coin gecko thing? What is Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP? Of course. But first, let's get them engaged in making some money. Devour Go, Hive Mapper, Helix Mobile. It's just smart to do it that way. It's just smart. Like I said, your neighbor's probably using Hive Mapper. You don't know. Earning some tokens, helping to compete and grab market share from Google, Google Maps. You don't know, but they probably are. So that approach is genius in motion, in my opinion. It's genius in motion. Devour Go, I think their token is DPay, but it's food delivery. Eventually, once they get enough revenue in, I think they're going to get drivers as well. But right now, they kind of third-party the drivers out, but that's coming. Helix Mobile, I don't know. This hotspot thing, I'm thinking about getting a hotspot. I didn't tell them it's crypto seeds yet, but I'm thinking about getting a hotspot, see what's good. What does it work? How does it work? And it looks like you can participate by putting these hotspots in other places. It's just little small things, smaller than your phone, smaller than the phone. So, Marquise, what's good, my guy? How are you, my friend? It's been a minute, bro. Appreciate you checking in. So, again, just wanted to share that with you guys. 5 tokens, 5 different assets, I should say, from being a holder of the token, Jupiter Exchange token, and staking and voting, actively participating. If you don't actively participate, you don't get it. You don't get it. This is why I actively participate in the Cosmos Hub ecosystem. I don't just stake there, I also vote. Because we all know about the crazy airdrops going over there. There were millionaires for staking, thousands of dollars worth of Cosmos, became millionaires when they got Celestia. We don't know. We don't know. But that happened. I can tell you that. That happened. And so I say and speak to those things because I'm looking forward to seeing the XRP ecosystem grow. And it's starting with things like Orchestra. It's going to be important. DexFi.pro is going to be important. Analyst Finance is going to be important. These things are going to be important. And hopefully they'll get to innovate in the same manner that Jupiter can with these hooks. I'm hoping that they'll be able to do that. So DexFi .pro just posted and saying because of hooks, they're able to add new features to the exchange. It was because of hooks from we say when in XRPL Labs. It's important. So yeah, I'll be planning to catch up without question. But everything's still early. We're still early in a lot of places. So there's no need to I don't think give up on anything with XRP and XRPL. Just look to where the future is going. Just understand that you ain't got to wait. It's a big ecosystem out there in the digital asset space. You don't have to wait. You can participate in other things. Don't pay any attention to the XRP entertaining content creators that want to put you on an anti-XRP army. Don't pay any attention to that. This is about creating wealth, hopefully generational wealth. You understand? It's kind of what it is. I got a little BTC at 55,000. I snatched some up. Why not? Dollar cost average strategy. You know what we say about that, Marquise? Dollar cost average strategy in the long term is just working. And we got to get some real realities on what's going on with Bitcoin. Got to get the real reality because a lot of people have been hoodwinked and bamboozled on technology and fees and slows and all this other kind of stuff. Real reality? I don't think so. Is real reality a real thing? I think so, isn't it? Real reality? Right? So there it is. Like, it's important to get that. That DCA strategy is big, and I want you guys to kind of look at it and consider it. Oh, banter bubbles. Let's have a little banter bubbles moment. Why don't we? It's a little banter bubbles moment. See how we're doing with our assets compared to Bitcoin. It's important. It's just up to date. Look like Brett's killing the game. If you were early on Brett on base, 12,000, almost 13,000%. Dog with hat, if you're early to that on Solana, 27,000%. OM, I believe, is Mantra, Mantra. And then this bonk. So you see there's 1, 2, 3 meme coins, but Mantra, I mean, that's really nice. Really nice. Which one was I on? Was I on Mantle or Mantra? Airdrop farming. I think it was Mantra. All right, so tokens. Do you own any of these in the triple digit percentage? That's not bad. Like Casper, were you early to Casper? Fetch AI, 186%. Casper, 266%. Solana, Marinate, Solana, 266%. TON, 175%. How many of these do you guys have? How many of these do you guys have? Just Floki, 205%. I don't know what Miss Crypto is doing on this. I don't know how much. Bit Tensor, 145%. Acash, 220%. How many of you guys got some of these? Huh? How many of you guys have any of these? Solana, not guys. Pepe, another meme coin. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 memes. Jasmine is not a meme coin. 209%. Ondo, 206%. Sweet. I just got Jasmine, so I can't really count that, but I do have it. Jasmine, Ondo. Are we at 111%? You got to get some of these. Not, you don't have to. I'm just saying it would have been nice to have been able to have these tokens because they're performing, as compared to Bitcoin. Those are good numbers. If you're out doing Bitcoin, that's sweet, right? Because it's rare. It's rare. It's always generally 6 to 8 coins every year. But that's it. Out of 20-something thousand, 6 to 8. Challenging. This is why I think the DCA strategy for Bitcoin is important. It's just going to be hard to pick these 6 to 8. It's going to be hard. Right? It's going to be very, very hard. Are we Fetch? I mentioned them. They get ready to combine with 2 other places. I'm only covering the 3-figure percentages, and I hope that you guys have some of that. Not as a gaming token on TON, the open network. Interesting. What else? Yeah. So I'm only covering those that are in the triple digits. I think I covered them all. But do you have any? Do you guys have any? And let's look over at the Cryptoverse and revisit the DCA strategy. Something to consider, something to ponder. You know how we do, Marco Marchese. We never begin to tell you what to do with your money. Something to consider, something to ponder. Is the Bitcoin DCA simulation, dollar cost average strategy. I mean, you can look to lump sum if that's something that you're interested in doing, but I think everybody can do a little DCA. Take Bitcoin out of here. I mean, Binance coin out. Got Ethereum, Solana, and Maker. The year is from January of 2022 because that's, we had a 2021 bull. So let's go January 2022 to today's date. Just dollar cost averaging in for 30 months. 3,000 total invested. You would have 0.1011 BTC, $100 once a month for 30 months. Everyone can do. In my humble opinion. Let's see. And so Solana outperformed Bitcoin in that time period. You would have had $13,000. The PL is 335%. Maker outperformed Bitcoin as well. You would have had $6,961, 132%. Bitcoin, you would have had $6,353, value 111% year over year. But Bitcoin is triple figures since its inception, at least triple figures. Ethereum is down to 77%. It's a little DCA strategy. Guys, this is a free tool. It's a free tool that you can use. Into the cryptoverse.com. It's a free tool. And you just go to DCA strategies. And then, you know, if you want to get some other stuff from there, you can consider it. I watch his YouTube channel. I listen to it for a different perspective. Right? I listen to it for a different perspective. But just think about that. I mean, and you can go back. And the good thing is you can put any start date on here. So just kind of track and see which of the tokens that are doing it from 2020, which of the tokens are doing it from 2017. And is there 2 or 3 that are just still doing it? And I have a sneaking suspicion. I mean, if Solana, think about it, if Solana's at 335 now, it's going to go down, but it's still going to be, it may go down, but it's still going to be triple digits for a number of years. Right? And then the idea is when you're DCAing in, right, you're still going to get Wind Moon every 4 years, but you're just DCAing. And DCAing is essentially savings, the way I see it. It's a pretty good strategy. It's pretty powerful strategy. Michael Mukasey, here it is. The real big Will's in the building. Monday has arrived, fam. Let's go. Indeed. Indeed. Alts exist to get more BTC. You know, what's going to be the layer one that's going to continue to do its thing and give you some good returns. Ethereum does have its staking. You know, you put your assets a little bit of risk there. But here's the thing I think about a lot is if I have ETH and I have 10 ETH, do I have to put all 10 ETH in staking? The answer is no. So if I don't want the risk, right, it's called portfolio management. Then don't put all 10 ETH in. Put less than 1. I don't know. Then your assets are not, you know, completely at risk, not 100% of the assets, right? And that's the thing. It's a lot of times in crypto, we think everything is a zero-sum game. It's 100% or nothing. Doesn't have to be the case. You don't have to be 100% in XRP or 100% in Solana or 100% in anything. And if you want to leverage what's available for staking, like less than 1%, and the rest you're just holding, right? And dollar cost averaging, if you believe that in that layer one, right? That dollar cost average thing. For me right now, it's definitely Bitcoin, Solana, Maker. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see if Maker changes the game with their new tokenomics, what that's going to look like. But that's not financial advice. That's just something that I'm kind of looking at for sure. I de-risked a little bit into more Solana. What I mean by de-risking, getting out of assets that are higher in the risk curve, right? More VC-like ventures and getting into something that is proven network adoption. Solana is proving it's going up the adoption curve. It's not going down. The adoption curve is going up and to the right. It's important. It's important. I don't care if maybe 50% of it is meme. I don't care. People are on meme coins for a couple of reasons, but they're in meme coins. But it's whatever it is, they're in it. And then you got the other 50% are awesome projects like the Viral Go, like Helium Mobile, right? And like Hive Mapper, like Jupiter Exchange, like Marinade, like Sanctum, like Drift Protocol, like Margin Fi. I mean, you got it, right? You can't argue network adoption. Network adoption is network adoption. Now, if it was 90% meme coins and there's no Jupiter Exchange, there's no Phantom wallets, there's no Margin Fi, there's no Camino Finance, there's no Drift Protocol, I would understand. But that's not the case. And network adoption going up and to the right on the adoption curve is the name of the game. It's the name of the game. And the XRPL has not created the network adoption that it needs yet. And they're taking a play on institutions coming and bringing their customers. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. But that's what it's going to take. Hooks could be a game changer. Hooks can be a game changer for projects. We'll see how it works. Michael McKay said, never got that advice from XRP Army content producers. I hear you, my friend. So there it is, fam. I wanted to share that with you. I know it's a little bit all over the place, but I did want to bring this video to you this morning because the banking thing is alarming for sure. And it just makes me think about the price of tomorrow and this guy, Jeff Booth, talking about participating in a system that you're complaining about, participating in a system that is like Raoul Paul is stealing from you, is robbing you of your future wealth. But thank God we're in a position now, we're in the know. 99% of the masses, they don't know. Thank God we're in a position where we do know. Right, Legendary? We're in a position that we know. It's a blessing. Absolute blessing. All right, fam. I'm going to hop off here and get to the gym. Michael Marchese, the real big real Pluto Bollock. I appreciate you checking in. Jackson Knox, I missed you checking in, my guy. I appreciate you being here. Jackson Knox says, dropping gems. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Hydro and Marquise, I appreciate you guys checking in. Legendary. Alex, Jeet, the Blue Rangers, I appreciate you guys checking in for sure. Hydro, I think I said that. Appreciate you, my friend. Bubba Smith, good morning. Appreciate you checking in. Pookie and Keyless. More Blue Rangers. Winston P. Prescott, I appreciate you, my friend. Ooh, boss, do you need video editor by chance? No, not at the moment, my friend. Pay me an XRP. Appreciate you. Jay Korn was first in the building. I appreciate you guys checking in. Listen, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out if you didn't do so on the way in. It's no worries. Just do so on the way out. That'd be super, super cool. And again, if you happen to be in that 45-50% of people that are hanging out, listening to the Crypto Seeds and haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.